Okay, we'll start now. So first of all, we are going to do is elevation questions, right? Which we already have seen, right? So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to talk about different questions. Okay. Shirisha, please put yourself on mute. If you need any doubts, if you want to ask any doubts, you can. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm going to share my screen. If anybody is not able to see, let me know. Okay. Just give me a minute. So as you can see, it's application of trigonometry, right? So we start with this. I've taken some questions. Okay. Hope everybody can hear me. You can give a reaction.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's start. Okay. Now, the first question that I've taken is this. Can all of you read it? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Let's start. Now,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
saying that there is a tree which is broken by wind, right? And the top of the tree is actually touching the ground and making an angle of 30 degrees at a distance of 30 meter, right? That means this distance from this part to this part is 30 meter. So let me show you the top of the tree that I'm going to label at A and this part is B. Okay, that is the top of the tree which broke and has touched the ground. Okay, and if you can see this point, I've labeled as C. Can you see? So AC is the part of the tree which is standing. Okay, I'm labeling it as H, part of the tree still standing. Right? AB is what? Broken part. Okay, so let's say X. Next, what is the angle of elevation here? Can anyone tell me what is the angle of elevation?
30.
30 degree, right? I'll just change the color of my pen. Yeah. So this is the angle of elevation, 30 degree, correct?
30
So
degree.
now, 1 minute, let me change. Yes. So we are going to talk about the opposite. So this is your angle of elevation, 30 degree. This is 30 meter away, that is the floor, right? So I'm going to make this triangle now. So it looks like this, correct? This is my A, this is C, this is B, 90, this is 30. Okay. Now, if you want to see this question, it's in R.D. Sharma. Okay, it's an example problem, right? Your ABC is given to be 30 meter. That is the distance between the top, which is touching the ground, to the root of the tree. And what we need to find, the whole height of the tree. That means I need to find the AC as well as X. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
first,
Ma'am.
you tell me to find the height, that is H. Which trigonometric ratio should I use?
Tan 30.
Perpendicular upon opposite.
Tan.
Yeah, opposite upon
Perpendicular.
adjacent. Opposite upon adjacent, na? because
Yes, ma'am.
AC is opposite and adjacent is BC, right? So I'm going to draw that triangle again and we're going to talk about it. Okay. So let me draw the triangle again and please start doing it in your book. Start drawing it. Leave like 2 lines. You can put the question later on. So start drawing it. This is A, this is C, this is B, angle 30 degree. BC is 30 meters, H and X, right? I'm putting the parts which have to be labeled. AC, AC is your height of the tree still standing, that is H. AB is part of the tree broken and touches the ground, which is X. BC is distance between the root and the point where the top touches the ground, which is 30 meter, right? Already?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just marking the
Yes, ma'am.
opposite, which is my hypotenuse. Sorry, AC is the opposite. Base is my BC, which I can put it as adjacent. So I'm putting a ADJ, okay? And hypotenuse as HP, HYP. Now we'll find H first. So that means I'm taking tan. Okay, tan 30. Which side should come first as the numerator? AC upon, what should I put?
BC.
AB, yeah, BC, which is adjacent, right? What is tan 30?
One
One by
upon
root
root
1
3.
by root 3.
Okay, 1 by root 3. Now we are going to take this 30 on the other side. So that will be that will be 30 divided by root 3 equals to H, right? Okay. Now root 3 is in the denominator, so we have to rationalize it. So 30 root 3 upon root 3 multiplied by root 3 means I'm multiplying root 3 in the numerator and the denominator, correct? That is our H. So when root 3 and root 3 multiply together in the denominator, it becomes 3,
3.
right? So I'm going to simplify that. 30 and 3 will go off. It will get 10. So H, that is the part of the tree which is still standing, is 10 root 3. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone has to write it. I'll wait so you can copy it down. Okay. And to find the next part, that is our X, which trigonometric ratio, sine or cos?
Sine.
We can go for sine also. We can go for cos also, because we have the adjacent as 30, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we'll go for the cos because the given measurement is BC. So based on BC, it's adjacent side. So we'll go with cos. Sine also you can take, but I'm taking sine, cos, right? So I'm going to go for that. That is cos will be BC upon AB. Okay. Which is 30 upon X. Cos 30 is
3 by 2.
root 3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2.
Now let's cross multiply. That means the X will go to the left top and 2 will go to the right. So it's X with root 3 multiplied and it's a 60. Yes. So X is equals to 60 divided by root 3. Again, root 3 has to be rationalized. So root 3 into root 3. Yes. So can I say X is equal to 60 root 3 upon 3? Right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now 3
Yes,
ones
ma'am.
are and 3 20 is 60. So I get my X as 20 root 3. Okay. So the total height of the tree is what? X plus H. What is our X? Let's check again. What is our X?
10 root
10
3.
root 3, right? And what is our X?
20 root 3.
20 root 3. So we'll add it. 10 root 3 plus 20 root 3. The root 3 is a common, they are like terms. So root 3 will remain like that. 10 plus 20, 30 root 3 meter. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next question. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Now, they are saying a contractor wants to place or install 2 slides for the children. This is your NCERT question number 5. Exercise NCERT question number 5. Okay. So there are 2 slides. One for age limit. Which age limit, students? 5 years. Okay. And she wants the height of the slide should be 1.5 meter high and inclined at the angle of 30 degrees. Again, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter. Okay, that means this height from here to here is 1.5 meter. The angle of elevation that she wants is 30 degrees. Let's label it as A, B, C. Now what she wants to find, the length of the slide, which is the hypotenuse, which I'm putting it as L, right? Next, let's read the next part of the question. It says that she wants to have a steep slide at height 3 meters, again inclined at an angle of 60 degrees. Okay, for the age group of elder children. Okay, so here this height that we have is how much? 3 meters. Again, I need to find the L. Angle of elevation is 60. Okay, I'll wait for 2 minutes. You can draw this. You can draw the triangles. Okay, let's label it as P, Q, R. I'll draw these 2 triangles again for you at the bottom. Okay, along with the picture. Okay, now which trigonometric ratio should we use? Before that, we need to label it, right? So let's label the parts of the this thing. I'm going to make half of the part because there are 2 different questions. Okay, so let's label it. AB is what? Height of the slide. Smaller slide. And that is 1.5 meter. AC is what we need to find. That is the length of the slide, which I've taken as L, right? Similarly, for the next one, PQ is the height of, height of the bigger slide, which is equal to 3 meter, and PR equals to length of the slide, which is again I've taken here as L. Okay. Now, which trigonometric ratio we should use here? Sine or cos?
Sine.
Sine. In both the cases, it's sine, right? So sine 30 equal to AB upon BC, right? Sine 30 is half, AB is 1.5 divided by L. Okay. And on the right side, it's again sine 60, which is PQ upon PR. This is again sine 60 will be root 3 by 2, which is equal to 3 by L. Okay. Ready? Should we go ahead? So I'm cross multiplying. So when I cross multiply on the left, the L will go up. So L is equals to 1.5 multiplied by 2. So the length of the slide for the smaller kids is 3 meters. Okay. And for the bigger elder ones, again, let's do cross multiply. So you'll get root 3L equal to 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. L equal to 6 divided by root 3. Rationalize. Root 3 multiplied by root 3. Correct? That is equal to 6 root 3 divided by 3. So when you cancel off, you'll get 2 root 3. Okay. So the last step we'll write is the length of the slide for in both cases. So here, length of the slide for smaller kids equals to 3 meter. And here, length of the slide for older kids equals to 2 root 3 meter. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Can I go to the next
Yes, ma'am.
question? Okay, I'm going to shift to the next question now. Let's read and understand this question. It's a very important question. Now, if you see, find the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is not given, therefore I have to mark it and put a theta. Or you can put A, B, but I'm putting a theta, okay? The sun's altitude. What is the meaning of sun's altitude? The sun is here, okay? Sun rays are falling on the tower or the building and the shadow is formed. So you can see the shadow at the bottom, right? This is the shadow and this is the tower, or you can say the shadow of the vertical pole. So sun's rays is falling in such a way that the angle which between the sun ray and the shadow is theta. Okay, and we are being given that the shadow length and the height of the pole are equal. That means the height of the pole is from here to here, which is h, which I'm labeling it as P and Q. Okay, and the shadow length is QR, which is also H. So let me label that first and then we'll move ahead. So we are taking PQ equals to height of the pole, QR equals to length of the shadow. What is given? Height of the pole equals to length of the shadow. Yes, that means PQ equals to QR equals to H. Clear? Please draw the figure. I'm going to draw it below. So you can put this figure like this. For a simpler way of drawing it, you can draw it like this. Like this. Then you put your P here, Q, R. Okay. This is your H. This is your H. And this is our theta. Okay. All clear with this? Any doubt with the figure? Okay. So should we go and solve it? All have drawn it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So now you tell me which trigonometric ratio should I apply here?
Tan.
Tan, because
Tan.
yes. So tan theta is equal to PQ upon RQ. Both are H. Okay. So I'm going to put the values of H and we are going to simplify. Okay. So let's say tan theta equals to H upon H. Now, what will happen with the H and the H? They'll cancel off. So I'll get a 1, right? So you tell me what is which angle of tan is 45? I'm sorry, which angle of tan is 1?
45 degree.
45 degree, right? So 1. So what we'll write here, tan theta equals to 1. Should I put instead of 1 as 45 or should I say tan theta equals to tan 45? Which is the right way of writing in place
Tan
of 1?
theta is equal to tan 45.
tan theta equals to tan 45. So for tan and tan goes off, theta equals to 40. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
should I go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's understand this. I have not drawn the figure because we are going to do it together. First, let's read the question. A vertical tower stands on a horizontal plane. Surmounted means a flag is on top of the tower. The way you can see in the picture, the flag is on top of the tower. Yes. So that is called as surmounting. So surmounted by a vertical flag staff. Flag staff means flag with the stick. The stick is called as the staff and the flag. Okay. So a point on the plane 70 meter away from the tower. So let's mark a point. Okay. Let's put the distance from the point on the tower. Okay. Which is how many meters away? 70 meters away. Okay. The observer notices that the angle of elevation of top of the flag. So first I'm marking the top of the flag. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then that is how much angle of elevation is 60 degrees. The first word is top. Therefore, the first angle 60 degrees. The second word, angle of elevation, I'm going to read it again and explain. Angle of elevation of the top and the bottom of the flag staff. The angle of elevation of the top is 60 and the bottom is 45. So let me mark the bottom. And let me connect it. So this smaller angle is 45. The bigger one is 60. Okay, I'm going to draw this again and I'm going to label it. Okay, clear? So let's do the figure again and the labeling part. So this is how it is. Let me say this is my tower. If I want to draw like this, and this is my flag on top of it. 70 meters away, an observer is standing, the top and the bottom. Okay. So this measurement is 70 meters. Let's say this is P, R, Q, S. This is my 45 degrees and that is 60 degrees. Okay. So let's label it. PR equals to distance between the observer and tower. What is the distance? PR equals to 70 meter. SQ equals to height of the tower, which is H, and QR equals to, height of the flag. Sorry, my mistake. Which is equals to H, and QR equals to height of the tower, which I'm going to take it as X. So let's label it. Okay, this is H, this is X. Okay, let's check what we have to find. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back to the question and then come back. Is it the height of the tower we need to find or height of the flag? Okay, so I'm going to go up. What are they saying? What we need to find? Height of the flag staff and the
And the
tower.
tower.
Both. Okay, so let's start. Now, for this particular question, first of all, I need this measurement also. Why? I'll let you know. Okay, this is X plus H. In this particular figure, I can see two triangles. I'm going to draw both the triangles separately and I'm going to work on that. The first triangle that I can see is the smaller one. Okay, which is the angle 45. Okay, and then the bigger one, which is the angle 60. Okay, so I'm going to draw the 45 degrees and measure, put the measurement. So in that case, the 45-degree angle is between a PQR triangle. Okay, PQR. This is X, this is 70, and this is 45. Then you have this as 60. Again, PR, which is 70. But right now, for 60 degree, it's SR. If you can see my pen moving, this is the bigger triangle, which is going from PSR. SR. So what is the height of SR? It's x plus h, right? So first I'm going to solve the left-hand triangle, which is 45. So tan 45. Okay, that is QR upon PR. Tan 45 is 1, QR is x, PR is 70. Okay, so am I getting my x as 70 here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next let's go to the next triangle. So it's tan 60 degrees, which is SR upon PR. Tan 60 is root 3 or 1 upon root 3?
Root 3.
Root 3. So we'll say root 3 equals to SR is x plus h upon 70. So let's take the 70 on the left side. So I'll get 70 square root 3 equal to x plus h. If all have done, then I'll go to the next step. If any
Yes,
doubts,
sir.
please ask me now. Clear with the two triangles, how to break it into two triangles? One is 45 degrees and the other is 60 degrees. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now what I'm going to do is, do we have the measurement of x as 70 with us?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to substitute this value of x to this equation. So what is my equation? 70 root 3 equals to x plus h. In place of x, I'm going to put 70, means substitute. Okay, now take the 70 to the left, so it will be subtracted to 70 root 3 minus 70 equals to h. I'm going to take a 70 common, is equals to h, right? So did I get the height of the flagstaff as 70 root 3 minus 1 and height of the tower as x? That is 70. Check whether you have height of the tower as x.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
right?
Ma'am.
So the last step that we'll write is the sentence. Height of the tower equals to x, which is equals to 70 meter. Height of the flagstaff equals to what? H, which is equal to 70 into root 3 minus 1 meters. All are clear with this?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
sure.
ma'am.
Anybody having a doubt? No? Clear?
Yes.
Should I go to the next question?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, what is the question saying? Angle of elevation of the top of the building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. So can you see a tower here?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the tower. Okay. And I'm selecting a building here. Okay. Both are standing on the same ground level. So I'm drawing the same ground level. Right? It's a very important question. Okay. Now, what we have to do? The second part of the question says that the angle of elevation of the top of the building from the foot of the tower. So person is standing here at the foot of the tower and he's looking at the top of the building. Okay. And that angle is 30 degrees. Okay. I'll put that here. Okay. This angle. All can see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll scroll a little bit up. Now, the next one they're saying the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from where? From the foot of the building. So a person is standing at the foot of the building here. Okay, and he's looking at the top of the tower there. Can you see? And that angle is how much? 60 degrees. Okay. Now, have they given us the height of the tower?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 50
Yes,
meters.
ma'am.
Tower height is given as 50 meter. Building height is not given. So the tower height is 50 meter. Correct? All clear with this figure? I'm going to draw it down, label it, and then we'll solve. Okay? Let's go for the part where we draw it. So this is how it is. Keep the tower a little bit taller than the building because building is smaller than the tower. Okay? Like this. From the foot of the building, This is 30 degrees. Angle of elevation of the building is 30 degree. Angle of elevation of the tower is 60 degrees. Height of the tower is 50 meters. Height of the building, I'm taking h. The distance between the tower and the building, I'm taking as x. Let me label it A, B, C, D. Height of the building, h. DC is height of the tower, which is how much? 50 meter. And BC is distance between tower and building, which is x meter. Hope all are clear with this figure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going
ma'am.
to make the two small triangles now. So this is going to be my h, x, 30. H, no, 50, 60, x. Okay. Now, if you look at first figure, that is the 30 degree, I have both the information unknown, means height is h and the distance is x. So I don't have any other information other than angle of elevation, correct? Whereas if you look at the other triangle, that is DBC, I know the height of the tower, right? So I'm going to first solve this triangle, get my x, and then find the h. Okay. So I'll do tan 60 equal to DC upon BC. Okay. What is tan 60?
Root 3.
Root 3.
Root 3. Square root 3. So if I cross multiply, what will happen? The square root 3 will be divided or multiplied?
Multiplied.
Multiplied.
Divided.
Divided.
Crossover. So x will go up and root 3 will be divided. I'm just switching over, means replacing the positions. Now root 3 is in the denominator, right? So we need to rationalize. So this way. Okay. So I'm going to get what? X is equals to 50 root 3 divided by 3. I can't divide 50 right now. I'm not going to change into decimal. I'm going to keep it like that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's come to the first triangle. That is tan 30. Is it AB upon BC?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tan 30 is
1 by root 3.
1 by root 3. So I'm going to do is I'm going to write the x, not here. First I'll shift it to the left and then I'll put the x. So x upon root 3 equals to h. Okay. What is the value of x?
50 root 3 upon 3.
Upon 3, right? So when I do this, it's going to be 50 root 3 upon 3 multiplied by 3, because that root 3 will also be in the denominator along with 3, which is
Yes,
h.
ma'am.
So root 3 goes. If you want to divide and find the measurement in decimal, you can. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm,
All clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
leave it in fraction.
Yes, right now you can leave it in fraction. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Can I go to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's read this question. Again, we have a vertical tower standing on a horizontal plane. It is again surmounted by a vertical flagstaff. Now, the height of the tower is 5 meter or the flag is of 5 meter? Tell me, which is 5 meter?
Flag.
Flag.
flag
Sure?
stuff.
Okay, flagstaff. Okay, that means we have been given this measurement. Oh, it's difficult to see. Let me change the color of my pen. Okay. So let me draw that. This is the flag, right? This is the flag from here to here, and that I'm drawing like this. Can you see? And then the top of the building. Okay. So the height of the flag is given to be 5.
Flag.
Yes. Now at a point on a plane, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of the flagstaff is 30 degree and 60. Now you tell me, should I make the angle of elevation of the top to be 60 or 30? You have to tell me. Or the bottom is 30.
Bottom is
six.
30 and top
Bottom
is
is
60.
30.
Yes, why?
and
Because
top
if you
is
see, yes, because the first word is bottom. So angle is 30 degrees. Therefore, bottom angle is 30 degrees. And the next word is top, angle of elevation of top, which will match with 60 degrees. So the other one is 60. Okay. We don't know the measurement between the point where the observer is and the bottom of the tower and the height of the tower. So I'm going to draw this and we'll solve. Okay. Let's be together. So this is how it looks. This is the tower, a point at the ground, my flag, bottom angle of elevation, top angle of elevation. Okay, bottom is 30, top is 60, height of the flag, this much is h, height of the tower is x. Sorry, yeah, and no, h, sorry, I have the height of the flag, which is 5, height of the tower as h, and the distance is x. Let me label it. This is A, this is B, C, and D. Okay. So AB equals to height of the flag, which is 5 meter. BC is height of the tower, which is h, and CD is distance between tower and observer, which is equals to x meter. Oh. Is this color visible? I'll change it into black. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Which two triangles should I make here? Give me the name of the two triangles.
ABD and
BCD and
ABD.
ABCD.
Wait. ABD is possible? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
First is
ma'am.
BCD.
BCD.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. And ACD. BCD is the 30-degree angle, and I have my ACD. Okay. So this is BCD. This is X, H, 30 degree. Then you have ACD, X, 5 plus H, and 60 degree. Yes, you can check in your figure also. A to C is 5 plus H. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, which triangle should I solve? BCD or ACD?
ACD.
ACD.
ACD, because we have one
ACD.
of the measurement with us. Okay, so let's start. Tan 60 is AC upon DC or CD. Okay, tan 60 is √3 equals to H plus 5, 5 plus H, one and the same thing. Divide by X. So let me take the X to the other side. So it will be √3X is equals to 5 plus H. I'm going to wait here. I'll take a substitution from the first triangle also. Okay. Now in the first triangle, it's tan 30, which is BC upon CD. So tan 30 is 1 upon √3, which is H upon X. Now if I cross multiply, what I'll get?
X by √3 equal to H.
X is equal to √3.
Yes, X will go up in the left, √3 will go up in the right. So X is equals to √3H. Right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, this much clear. All I've written, then I have to go to the next.
Yes.
I'll scroll up.
Yes.
All
Yes,
I've done.
ma'am. Yes, Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
ma'am.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute the X from the first equation to the second, because my X is √3H. I'm going to put that substitution here. So I'm going to first write down my second equation. That is this. Let me label. This is my first equation. This is my second equation. I'm substituting X as √3H. So root 3 bracket root 3h equal to 5 plus x. Root 3 plus root 3 multiplied by root 3 is
3.
3h equals to 5 plus h. Shift the h on the other side. So 3h minus h, which is 5. Yes. So what is my h now? 2h equals to 5. Yes. H
Yes, ma'am.
equals to 5 divided by 2. So h is 2.5. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So can we say from this particular equation number 1 here that x is root 3h, and what is my h? We got it as 2.5, right? So can we say root 3, 2.5 root 3 is my x?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we say
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What
Yes,
are we
ma'am.
supposed to find? Let's go back and check. Find the height of the tower. So height of the tower is h or x? H. So what
H.
should be our final answer? 2.5 root 3 or 2.5?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
So we say height of the tower equals to 2.5 meter. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
clear. Next question, I'm just helping you with the triangle and you will solve it. Okay, let's go to the next question. Can you see two poles on the same road?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
they're equal height, so I'm going to draw them as equal heighted. The question says so. Let's read it. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road. Okay, it's 80 meter wide. So what is the distance between both the roads? It's 80 meters. Okay, and the angle of elevations of top of the poles, sorry for the printing, poles are 60 and 30 degrees. Now you need to be very clear. The point on the road should not be exactly middle. No, because angle of elevation, one is 60, the other is 30. So let's say this is the point where the observer is observing. So this is 60 and the other is 30. Okay, don't take the point at the exact center. Please don't do that because it's not. Both the angles are different. Yes, the height of both the towers are HH. Okay, so I'm just going to draw that and leave it for you to solve. See, this is the figure. Both are same. Wait. Did you understood why I'm saying it should not be at the center of the road, exactly center? Because the angles are different measurements. Okay. So
Yes,
take
ma'am.
somewhere one point nearer to the one of the poles. Okay, like this. So this is your 60. This is your 30. H, H, A, B, C, D, D, and E. This is X, this is Y. What we need to find? Height of the pole, right? And the distance of the poles. I leave it here for today. You solve it. Try to get your X plus X, Y, and H. If not, then tomorrow we'll do it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
have copied the figure?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
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 Okay. Okay, just give me a minute.